The brand new screenshots just came out for the Division Heartland, and I'm gonna be honest, they look fire. And I did get an invite to the first alpha playtest, and it was really fun. The pictures illustrate the game very accurately. I mean, looking at these screenshots, this is actually what it feels like when playing, if you can imagine it. And with so many players online at once, what is it, like 48 or something? Man, survival didn't even have that many players. When I played, we had way more victories than defeats. If you're playing with someone, it's a lot more satisfying because of the tactical scenarios you're put in. So many aspects of the map you think about while playing. So it's good to have teammates by your side to help make these decisions. By the way, I played with Coldboy, and you know the vibes. And it was awesome because that was my first time playing with people on PlayStation. Because you know I'm on PC. But they both got skills, honestly. And we made a great team. It felt natural, you know. We won every time we played. And I think Coldboy has actually put together a PvP hit squad specifically for Heartland. But anyway, let me tell you about how fun the game is. There are certain gameplay mechanics that are different but easy to adjust to. Like one, when getting into cover, you don't actually need to push a button to do it. Instead, while crouching, and if you're close enough to it, you'll just grab cover. I think that makes for more of a seamless gameplay, right? But I'm not here to tell you all about the mechanics of a game. Just want to give you my take on how I feel about all this. Now, at this point, I want to paint a picture in your mind. And I want you to try to imagine this as I explain it. There was one time me and my squad, a squad of randoms, by the way, ran up on a supply drop which was occupied by elite NPCs. All yellow bars. And you can't just destroy them like you do in the Division 2 when you're all geared up and ready. You know, when you hit up a landmark and just clear it in 2 seconds. In Heartland, you might not even be strong enough to fight them. Sometimes you gotta just run or avoid them. You know what I mean? Or some other team might be lurking in the shadows waiting for just the right opportunity to strike, which was the case in this particular situation. But even though we weren't geared up enough to fight the supply drop NPCs, the anticipation of what would be in the loot crates compelled us to attack. The location, on top of a roof, where below was a parking garage, so the area had a lot of tactical advantages. And this worked in our favor because it allowed us to end up victorious with 0 casualties. I mean, we were wounded. We took a lot of damage, and a simple heal wouldn't suffice. We needed real supplies. So after collecting the supply drop, we headed below to find a route to the map. Next thing we know, we got ambushed from above. These other players full health with the high ground, looking down at us out in the open like fish in a barrel. Nowhere to go except to the insufficient cover areas in the parking lot. As my teammates were getting picked off one by one by the enemy sniper, I ended up the only one left alive. With my last ditch attempt to fight, he and I were going back and forth with sniper shots. But he got the best of me, and my journey ended just like that. Now that was intense. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was fun too, probably nice to listen to as well. But anyways, this feeling can be short-lived. I mean, personally for me, I'm not a huge fan of battle royales. The quick fix games that temporarily satisfy me aren't really my thing. And I think it's probably just because the Division is behind this is why I'm so excited for it. But am I kidding myself? Are we kidding ourselves? I'm the kind of gamer who enjoys longevity in video games, where I can come back and there's most of the time something new. Yes, it'll get boring sometimes, but also I'm a gamer who wants to hold on to the loot that I've earned. And in Heartland, it's not the case. Do I want Heartland? Yes, I do, but not ultimately. What I really want is the Division 3. Let's continue this legacy, man. Come on, it's been way too long. Something that could be a fusion of the entire lifespan of the Division. A beautiful combination of the best Ubisoft, Massive, and Red Storm have to offer. They have enough data to go on by now, I think. I don't know about you, but I don't believe the Division 2 is a game to be subjugated to several moments where you and your team experience the glory of getting first place in a battle royale. And that's it. The fabric of the Division is not simply that. Here's where my mentality goes when thinking about this game. Anyone who played the Division knows about those videos Marco Style used to upload from back in the day. I mean, major details like what the stats meant, campaign details, map sizes, enemy types. He had all the goodies. And at that time, I considered myself a full-time gamer. And up until that point, had never played a game like what he was describing at the time. My gaming experience was forever changed after the Division came out. Who's with me on that? I since had discovered a level of standard that I would judge games upon. I shouldn't, but I can't help it. It's in me now. It's a standard that cannot be overshadowed by a battle royale. And if Heartland is all they're coming with, then I think I'm gonna be disappointed, because it'll be something short-lived. As a Division veteran, I'm accustomed to collecting gear and weapons, cherishing that one exotic that took 6 months to drop. Sometimes I feel special, like I'm the only one who has certain items, and I love feeling that way. It's the nature of looter shooters and what makes me like these type of games so much. And the Division has encapsulated that completely in the best way. So this is what I ultimately want. To have that anticipation I felt when Div 1 was announced. Then an even higher one when the announcement of the Division 2. And I know that for Division 3, it's gonna be insane. But sometimes when we as a community love something so much, tend to become semi-delusional. What's really going on with the new content drop? Will there be a delay? Will there be a cancellation? We don't know. And after a while, the ignorance of knowing what's coming kills me after waiting for years of just speculation. I don't know what's gonna happen. At this point, I'm not really pressed about anything they do. Whenever it happens, it happens. Whatever the case, I'm also good with it. Hopefully, they have good news soon, and until then, I'll just be doing me. What do y'all think about all the speculation for the past 2, almost 3 years now? Are we delusional as a community? And when do you expect us to get some new content? Any new content? Let me know your thoughts below, and thanks for listening, fam. See you in the next one. Be right out.